Hello everyone, welcome to Global Dine-In. I'm Christina. Today I'll be sharing my beef meatloaf recipe. This homemade meatloaf is very tender and juicy inside, and the best thing may be the delicious glaze made of ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar. So let's make this. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Then line and spray a 9x5 loaf pan with parchment paper. Make sure there is an excess paper hanging on the side. Then set aside until needed. In a large mixing bowl, add 2 slices of white bread torn into small pieces. Then add half a cup of milk. Use a clean hand and mix the milk and bread together. Then set it aside to soak for 10 minutes. While the bread is soaking, heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a skillet over medium-high heat. Once the oil is hot, add 1 cup yellow onions chopped and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Then saute the mixture until onions are soft. It could take about 2 to 3 minutes. Cool the mixture for a few minutes, then set aside until needed. While the onion mixture cools, add 2 pounds of ground beef to the soaked bread, followed by 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons onion soup mix, 1 tablespoon mild chilies finely chopped, half a teaspoon ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon salt, and the cooled onion mixture. Then use a clean hand to mix everything thoroughly. Try not to overmix the meat. Add the meat mixture to the prepared loaf pan, gently pressing the meat down. Sprinkle 1 tablespoon of brown sugar evenly over the meatloaf. Then fold the side of parchment paper over the meatloaf. Place another loaf pan on top of the meatloaf. Then place a can of some sort on top of the loaf pan. I used a soup can. This helps keep the meatloaf whole together once cooked. Set aside for 30 minutes. Once you are ready to bake, remove the soup can and the loaf pan. Then unfold the excess parchment paper. Then bake in a preheated oven for 45 minutes. In the meantime, in a small bowl, combine all meatloaf glaze ingredients. Half a cup ketchup, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. Mix everything well, then set aside until needed. After 45 minutes of baking time, spread the glaze over the meatloaf. Then return to oven and bake for another 10 to 15 minutes, or until internal temperature reaches 165. Make sure to rest meatloaf for 10 minutes before slicing. You can drizzle the juices from the pan over the meatloaf when serving. Serve this delicious meatloaf over your favorite mashed potatoes. I hope you try out this meatloaf and let me know how you like it. And if you like the written version of this recipe, go to globaldinein.com, search for beef meatloaf, or hit the link in the description box. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.